Hi everyone, welcome to Baker 4 Sensor Madness. Today we have so many possible sensors in any phone, and thus we tried of testing at least half of them in our initial ideation phase, where we came up with the following ideas. One, using a compass wheel to move in either of the four directions. Second, tilting the phone into four corners using a sensor of gyroscope. Third, using the speech recognition library by Java processing for voice detection. Fourth, trying and identifying four different colors through a camera. The other ideas which we had were using a magnetometer or using a camera along with the proximity sensor, flashlight covering, etc. To confirm a particular choice, in order such that it is not auto-selected, we could either shake the phone or move it like a spring towards us or away from us. Talking about first prototype, we have built two models. The first one being color detection. So here we are using a camera to detect different colors. For example, consider a Google Chrome logo. If we place the camera over the red portion, then the color red is detected. Similarly for green and for the blue color. Our second model is about using a compass to choose four different sections. So if the user holds the phone and moves it along the compass direction, then the ball moves and brings it into the target rectangle. And if you push it downwards, then the selection is confirmed, and that's how we progress to the next trial. Now comes the time to test in the real world. In our first model where we used a compass, we found that it was pretty quick for some of the users, but for most others, it was not very intuitive. The fastest time which we got here was 1.7 seconds, but the slowest one was 6.3 seconds. Comparing this to the second model, which was a color detector, there were definitely fewer errors compared to the first one. However, again, we got slower times. The slowest time was 3.56 seconds. From the testing phase, we realized that using any design which involves a ton of hand movement would only make the user slower. So we wanted a prototype where we could select the option with as minimal hand taps as possible. Another important aspect we learned from the initial ideation and testing phase was that errors are important and shouldn't be ignored, even if your design is fast. So building an error-free model was another important goal for us. For our second prototype, for the first selection out of the four options, we used the compass, but this time starting from the corner. Using appropriate calibrations and thresholds to adjust the sensitivity, the user can move the phone and place the ball in the targeted part and then push it downwards to confirm. For the second selection out of the two options, the user will activate either the proximity sensor or the camera to select an option. During the second testing of our prototype, we ran our model through a couple of people and we found that they were having trouble while moving the compass and having the ball pinned to a particular triangle while it stabilizes. Also, for some of our test phones, the proximity sensor and the camera were right next to each other, and thus there were a lot of errors. The slowest time which we got on this were around 4 seconds, and we can definitely improve on this. Here comes our final prototype. We were thinking what could get faster than the previous prototypes to minimize the number of hand taps or the hand movements required. We thought about NFC technology and even arranged for NFC stickers, CMU ID cards, etc. But the NFC did not work very well for us. So here comes our final prototype. And the most creative part about this one is the physical phone holder, which we made out of the laser cutting technology, as you can see. We tried many different versions before finalizing the look. And here it is. It's a little curved at the bottom, as you can see. Using a combination of a gyroscope and an accelerometer, the user can tilt the phone in any of the four corners for the first selection, and then activate the proximity sensor or the camera as the prompt says so for the second selection. And we use black tapes on users' thumbs to accurately activate them. The feeling is almost similar to playing a game using a controller, and the physical holder helps the user reach the sensors at just the right position. And here comes our final testing phase. After running the model through a couple of people, we found that the users found the tilting motion very intuitive, and the fact that the side to be tilted was highlighted made them play the game pretty quickly. Also, the physical phone holder made them choose the second phase, which was either the camera or the proximity sensor, pretty easily. So the fastest time which we got here was 1.28 seconds, and the average was also around 1.5 seconds. So with this, we are good to enter Baker 4.